What's up, everybody? Welcome to another UHE stream this week. We're back. I'm Rod, and this again, I'm joined by Marissa or Mars. It's pretty cozy. It's pretty cold here in Hawaii at a whopping probably like 69, 70 degrees. We are freezing here. But yeah, we are back with a best of three against, I believe, Cal Blue. Yeah, Cal Blue. Maps we're going into. We're going to start off with Ascent, going into Bind, finishing up on Split. Way different from the maps we saw last week. We did see Split, but going back to a little more basic picks, seeing Ascent, Bind. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm 50-50. I personally have a lot of Brim lineups on that map. Marissa, what do you think? What are your thoughts about Bind? What are your feelings?
I love Bind. Like ever since they released Gecko, I feel like you can do a lot of stupid stuff with him on Bind with the TPs. So personally, I'm a fan.
Are you a Gecko player on that map, or you just like seeing good geckos?
I've started to play more Gecko after I saw UHG play Gecko on this map. I was like, all right, I can play it now.
I have a reason. I can validate this. Like this, if somebody gives me shit, I can just be like, hey, look, a collegiate team played it. It makes sense.
Yeah, they're
No, no,
legit.
that's fair.
So
That is fair. That is fair. So we're going straight into the first map. We do see
Select your agent.
basic agent setups. Nothing out of the ordinary. I believe it. Yeah, it's a straight mirror, right? Omen. There's just so many lanes that Omen is so good. KO with KO knives and flashes, Silva Dart. Like they just get so much good util. I have started seeing some Cypher instead of KJ pick, but the lockdown is just so strong.
yeah.
Right, so what else can you do? And then obviously Jet there to capitalize on all the util, all the pop flashes of draft and dash into B site. So we got to see how this mirror comp is going to go. Marissa, what are your predictions? I know we haven't really seen much about Cal Blue, but based off what we saw at UH last week, is there anything you hope to see different this week?
Um, Honestly, I feel like their individual play is not as good as their team play. Like they can coordinate attacks really well together, but it's winning the ones and knowing when to swing on your own timing that I'm hoping they maybe worked on, talked about.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, well, we will have to see. We do see that the attackers, UH, are setting up for a heavy B presence. Looks like it might be a split because you see this over an Omener hanging a little bit back. And Cal Blue is going to be taking control of A main. So it's up to two defenders. Hold this attack off. See a split coming in. So in the market, might get isolated. Seen by drone as backup. They do have market control. And now UHE is just flooding on the peak. Gonna get the timing. Cal Goat. Dev able to trade back one. Not able to connect to a second. Ghost taking him down. So that'd be evening the score though. We still have a lot of util. The defenders look to try to flood back onto site pretty fast. Not letting up the pressure. Mexican Mamba landing a nice shot. Chin on the not able to land another shot, and He takes down one, but not before getting traded out by Troy. That's first or pistol going to Cal Blue.
If there's one thing about UHE that I've noticed, I've observed, is that they don't really win pistol rounds. So,
Oh no.
grain of salt.
Oh no.
It's not a bad thing. Pistol rounds are hard. You're working with limited resources.
I would say it's a bad thing. Pistol
Okay.
rounds are pretty. That's something a statistic we look at. It's like, hey, how many pistol rounds are we winning? Oh, 0? Oh, okay.
you know,
You're very, very optimistic. Like pistol rounds don't matter.
yeah.
In this game, if you can just equal them back, I guess classic is a free gun.
I believe that UH is really good at eco rounds. Like, they're just go goats. Oh, gee.
There, we see a heavy aggression coming for the attackers. Cody gets one. Oh, you are absolutely
Eco
correct.
demons!
UHG is great at ecos. Cal Goat able to get the first blood onto the UH side. I'm trying to see what else. Here's on the peak. Able to get the kill. Yes. Nice one shot. Now looking to see if we can give him the score. Puts his aim onto Cudi, but Cudi getting a third in the round. UH in just such a strong advantage. We'll have to see if Dev can do anything about this round. Looking to flank around, and Might have a timing actually. Very aware.
Spike planted.
As aware players are on the timing, so players might not expect him just yet, but in another couple seconds, Dart's gonna be up. Crypto is aware. Mijiko peeking. Should see him, yeah. Does swing out in Crypto, able to get the classic in. Marissa, I mean, you were right. I mean,
like UH is really good at eco rounds.
I mean, you know, if they're that good with pistols, I really, you know, wish they would just win the first round. But still, really,
that would make sense. But...
That would make sense. I mean, but still, big 3K from Kuti on that round to secure the eco win. And Cal Blue gonna be licking their wounds after that, looking to do it right back with a 4 sheriff buy. It looked pretty good too, honestly. I really like that mid aggression from Cal Blue. It was very smart. I'm a big believer in doing something different when your opponent is on eco, and I mean, I really thought that was gonna cinch the round, but you know, it's just hitting shots. It's up to Ghost to hit some shots here, but not before Goat can do it. He can trade it out. Doesn't Crypto? No, he does. AJ being traded out, and now he knows. Okay, I'd have some defenders rotating to my site. Try to pick me off. I think to stay though. A little bit brave and actually pushing up, even though it might get picked, but he just knows. He's hungry for the ecos. It's gonna be third on the round for him. And we see that actually the attackers are gonna be going into this stacked defender site. So now it's up to Troy and Mexican Mamba to hit some shots. See what they can do, what they're cooking. Messi able to get one. Getting traded, Mexican Mamba, but on the peak. Good spacing. Able to get another. I don't think in Crypto is able to toss that gun, but it's okay. Good 3K by Crypto, keeping that space. Right, but now we have the op out from Mexican Mamba, and he has the good skin. I'm personally a huge fan of the dragon skins. Love this.
Interesting take.
He's also using the red one. Not only is the dragon skin a good line, but he's using the red one, which is the best color. And it's not even close.
And it's not even close.
It's not even close. That's my not hot take.
Turret out. Here.
Do you see?
He missed his turret.
Oh,
Lucky.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you do see some A presence here from the defenders. Just one away, and Dev looking to take first contact, break any drones like he is. Trying to see. Do they check wine? They don't, not properly. This is Molly, but on the peak, not ready for the swing. Omen is able to only get one before he's traded out, and now, I mean, we see all the defenders rotating off, right? Do we have offense? Are they gonna wait? Make no noise. Oh, but KO Knife probably gonna spot a couple. Looks like he spot 2. I kind of know. Not quite going to be going to the B site just yet. They might just be walking to a stack site. We do see the op from Mexican Mamba.
30 seconds
I
left.
don't know how many players are here. They should have got 2 on that knife. I do like how the defense is grouping up before the retake, right? You don't want to give away any picks. Goes on this very late lurk. And Cat, we have to see what they do. Is being spotted out, is caught out. Damn, able to get the frag on Ghost. Troy out to Kuti. Crypto with a nice flash. Great flash and follow up from Messi. Crypto with the 4K to secure that round for Cal Blue.
For Cal Blue?
Oh, for UHE, sorry. On to, oh no, it's okay. Hey, I woke up late this morning. But yeah, I mean, good 4K back-to-back from in Crypto. I mean, really just good stuff. I did like how Cal Blue, you know, was real patient, right? They took tree together. They, you know, didn't want to get overly aggressive. It's just the trades end up going UHG's way, but I think some sparks of intelligent play coming in from the defenders. See what they can do. Mexican Mamba able to get one. Things are Crypto down super low. Cal Dev able to get another.
Last player standing.
Eco.
Oh.
Going so really well. Such Buddy able to get the kill onto Kuti. And Crypto trying to find what he can, but with 1 health and 6 bullets, I mean, it's not looking great.
Oh.
Oh, Mexican Mamba, a little too eager. 1 HP clutch from Encrypto. This would be probably like the highlight, maybe of his whole Valorant career, but very unlikely as you see Troy is taking an off angle to mid. Dart coming in from the Sova. I mean, what can Encrypto do? Except no wrong.
True. This is so like stressful.
Honestly, it really is. It really is.
I mean, what do you do in this situation? Can't push because you're 1 HP. You gotta wait for them to push you, and...
I would, honest to God, just try to throw guns off the map. Like, I would go into B main if they're not holding the angle, and I would just throw all these Vandals off the map.
Oh, damn.
Now Dev, I think, saw, like, maybe the elbow, a little pinky toe, the KO motto. And that is going to be a thrifty coming in from Cal Blue. Nice shots in from the Sheriff, right? I mean, you really see the Mexican Mamba is just not afraid to go for these fights. And he shouldn't be. He's the duelist, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, really good stuff. And the op is going to be landing back into Mexican Mamba's hands. The Red Dragon op. I hope to see it pop off once. I really hope he pops off at least one round just so I can, you know, validate it myself. He's going to get darted. Does get scanned. Troy not able to break the dart in time, and now they kind of know, right? They saw, okay, that's an op. Not really want to do anything about it, and they are fast on this rotate to site. You see?
Oh, that dash was crazy.
Dashing onto site, not really aware of the stairs push, and Crypto able to get the trade. Dev trading back two. Cal Goat able to get a third, and Dev holding back site. Buddy, really brave. Teleport.
Oh.
Encrypto able to get a third on the round. Nice shots being hit, but what to do now? Giving away his position with that ult and just timing with the swings, not able to connect the shot. Really good play. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that I think Cal Blue seems to be rotating very fast, and UHE maybe none the wiser yet. Right, they should notice, like, hey, they've kind of been pretty fast, at least like 3 or 4 on the site that we've hit every time. So we got to see if UHE notices that, throws in some fakes. But Encrypto having an absolute, just like, I mean, a huge game, right? 13-3, just 6 rounds in. See if the rest of his team can keep up, put some more rounds on the board. Mamba does have an angle on mid. Heavy aggression being had, and he does get the first pick on Encrypto in mid to see if there's any answer to it. The answer is Mexican Mamba getting another frag onto Ghost in the B main. That is the B main presence totally gone, and now it's just top mid. On the peek close. Trying to get trade onto Mexican Mamba, but not able to as Cowgoat backs him up. No, just Cootie alone. What can he do? Not much. He is a trapped animal. Good util coming in from Suge Bubby. I mean, is that how we're saying this? Suge Bubby? Am I?
I mean, that's how I would say it, but I have dyslexia.
Alright, so no confidence. No confidence.
No confidence.
Okay, thank you. Do you actually?
Yes.
Oh, okay, alright, so super no confidence. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we do see a timeout coming in from the attacking side from their coach Dino. I have to see, you know, what he is cooking up. He's probably, you know, mentioning to his team, hey guys, I hope he's mentioning to the team, like, they kind of rotate kind of fast. We got to kind of use more advanced util to kind of snuff out this jet op, because I noticed, you know, with this jet op, it could be anywhere, right? Mexican Mamba has shown just great prowess in being really aggressive with the guns because he knows he can win those aim fights, again, as a duelist should. And so, you know, they got to kind of use more util, right? Flashing off angles, right? Maybe don't just save them for the executes, right? Use them to get space, using drone or dart a little bit differently.
Exactly.
So you have to see what they change up. But, I mean, so far, really controlled and tempered, an appropriate aggression coming in from the defenders, you know, to take the map space, right? You've noticed that most times they try to kind of corner the UHE squad as they gain map space, so it's way easier for them to, you know, just put them in headlock, proverbial headlock. See what the coach of UHE has cooked up this round.
He prides himself on being really good at timeouts.
Okay. All right. Well, we will see. I've also heard that. So see if that lives up to the explanation. Mexican Mamba able to. I mean, again, it's just the aggression we talked about, right? Like, trade. He had the op, but he trades it out for this aggressive play, and really the defenders are. Excuse me, the attackers are none the wiser. See Dev alone on this site. Trying to hold it down. Flashed in. On the peak. Has an idea of where Dev is. Mexican Mamba able to get a third. The cat and not able to do anything about it. Finally getting put down by Crypto, but a little too late. Chin on the peak. Not able to connect that shot onto the Hell player. And Crypto being put down. And a pretty clean round coming in from Cal Blue.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you do here. Like, just, I think we've already said what you need to do.
Yeah, I
Be
mean,
aware of the rotates.
it just looked like UHE just wasn't ready for their aggression, right? Again, it's that calculated aggression coming in from Cal Blue, right? Like, whoever their IGL is, they know what kind of chess pieces they have on the board and able to use them pretty darn well. Right? Especially, not only, and it's not even the same. Oh, the peak,
Unlucky.
almost getting caught out there, yeah. Pretty unlucky, but I mean, yeah. Again, we'll just use the chess pieces they got just to. I mean, just for lack of a better term, just really well. Let's say full of VAL or something, but I mean, just able to really exercise their calling strat, keeping up the aggression and changing it up. Not make sure it's not predictable. It's kind of a stalemate coming in from the UHE squad. Not wanting to do too much. Siege Bubby deciding, okay, maybe I don't want a piece of this. Getting tagged out, but hitting a nice shot onto on the peak. Going right back into the smoke. Crypto probably getting caught off guard here. Yep. Oh, it's Kudi. Get another, but not able to hit the shot. Siege Bubby just telling UHE that A main is mine. Don't come back here.
30 seconds left.
To warn. And now, last two UHE players creeping up. This isn't eco, but you know, usually you buy sheriffs and things of the like in hopes you do some damage, and none has been done to the attacking side. Now, they heard the TP. Attackers seem to have a pretty interesting planning. I mean, Such Bubby with 4. I was gonna say I really like the play, right? Like you already see Troy the KO. He's in the smoke that they put down on site. So if they do TP, if they do something real quirky and crazy, like they're ready. You know, you're not getting a free entry, a free plan, or a free pick. Like, you know, just the awareness and positioning to, you know, make sure he's in that smoke before anything and any shenanigans can be pulled off. Great awareness. We see that UHE is on a full buy again, and maybe another aggressive play coming in from the defense. Mamba able to get one. Straight out by Crypto. I have to see if Young's gonna do anything aggressive because there are two players really close. Calgood able to get one. The flash through. Not able to get anything else, but Sujbub able to get two. Great spacing on the trade there, and now Kudi alone. Not gonna get tagged by the drone, but he's gonna be aware of Dev's position. Looks like he might not be. Dev gonna be doing the pre-fire. Getting Kudi really low. And now, I mean, this is such a hard win. I mean, this is such a hard round win, right? Like, Kudi is just super low health. Defenders could group together, and they're actually gonna commit the ult. That is crazy, Melissa.
Oh.
There was a just a glimmer of hope there
I
for
know.
Kudi, but not able to hit the shot.
I think it's interesting that they used Killjoy ult there. It's like 2v1.
I mean,
he has 2 HP.
I also don't hate it, you know, because you don't. It's not a bad thing to not underestimate any given opponent, right? Like you want your second round, or you want the round win that you should win, right? Like you don't want him to like get lucky because you guys double swing and it's like a weird timing or weird spacing. Like like on one side, it's like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but also it gets you another round win, right? To be more dominant, to keep their economy low, to keep, all these things. So, not super against it, and also could be playing the mental game, right? Like how much does it tilt you? Like, really, they're using KG out there?
Time for a field test.
That'll do something to some people.
I guess so.
Richie heavy Taz presence and Mexican Mamba doing another aggressive play. Flashed in, Troy with the follow-up. And again, this hyper calculated aggression coming in from Cal Blue. I mean, it's just so smart. It's just so smart. And actually, this really reminds me, and this is going to make me sound so old, but this reminds me of original SJSU Blue. Like, I'm talking the first year that we competed. This is the stuff they would do. They would go hyper aggressive because they know they'd win. And their aggression was so smart. They'd run breach on every map, including Icebox, and they'd just rain hell. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, but this is the kind of aggression they did, right? Like this super calculated aggression. And it just overwhelmed their opponents, right? Because if these are the things that they dry run and scrim, really, what can you do? Now we do see that Cal Blue kind of playing off B, maybe because they know that there's a KG out on the table for UHE. It looks like it's going to be put down. There it is. KO, it might be pop 2, and I really am a fan of when Sentinels kind of play off-site when they know KO has ult, because then they can still activate their Uto, right? It's a really big fan, and we see on the peak those mollies on the switch just take him absolutely low, and Sidge Buddy just able to finish the frag. And now UHE with all those ults still in a really disadvantaged position, and Coodie's dart is not going to make it any better. They're coming out from Coodie, able to get the frag onto Mexican Mamba. Staying alive, but Troy able to get the kill on Ghost. Coodie not able to connect the second, and Crypto, I mean, just blind. What are you gonna do? Great flashes, great Uto usage coming in from the defense side. I mean, it looked like a pretty good take from UHE, but maybe not waiting out for all the Uto, right? Like the fact that on the peak could get shot from market, there wasn't the smoke in place. Maybe a small miscalculation there.
I mean, it's tough. They just use Ryuto so well, and like they're so coordinated. Like you can tell that this is a team that has played together for a little bit, I feel.
Yeah, or they they've dry run a whole bunch. Either they're really good, because I think that's what makes a good team. You either dry run a whole bunch, and you have to dry run the small stuff too, or you need to have people who are so comfortable and so competent on their individual agents, so that they know it's like, oh, my teammate's there, I can throw this flash and it won't get them. I don't even need to tell them to turn. I'm just gonna throw this flash, and it's gonna help them. Do you see this pistol play coming in from UH? That's our little cheek one. I love that one so much. Where you go into the smoke, and then Silver Dart scans. You try to get a couple of ghosts if they go into B main fast. But Cal Blue, I mean, switching it up quite a bit, from their attacking pace, right? Taking it really slow, taking lots of control, and looking to do an A split. Is UHE gonna be ready for this? Ghost being seen by the original. Scan on the peak. Able to get one. Is he gonna be able to get the second? He doesn't save the bullets. And all the frags going the way of Cal Blue. Lurk from Dev into mid. Able to get away. First kill on Messi. Could he looking to trade it out? Not sure if he's gonna be able to though. To get the one, but I mean 45 health against 3. And look, they're grouping up. I mean, this is so smart. They're looking to hold. But he's gonna, not even have a chance, right? He darts in, and what does he see? 2 people staring him down. Ready to end the round, and that's a 10th on the board for Cal Blue.
So recently, UHE played in a LAN sponsored by Vanta and Zippies. It's pretty cool. And they only played split, pretty much. So
So if we get to
Hopefully-
split, if we get to map 3, you're telling me it'll look good.
What I'm saying is, yeah, they have a lot of practice on split. I've talked to a couple of players. I'm pretty sure Ascent is not their favorite, just because it's like you take mid and that's it, and something.
Now, Marissa,
that.
I have some dastardly news for you. Ascent was actually UH's pick. I know.
Oh my
so
gosh.
we'll have to see what's cooking. Ghost trying to get the first, and look, I mean, look at that, right? Like even just knowing that, hey, I'm gonna drone, and Dev holding a super wide off angle, just in case there's a push. I mean, that's just smart play. On the peak, maybe getting caught out here. I know where he's at. He's gonna dash to get out of dodge, but what is he gonna do? Pushing in, isn't gonna get one. Stays alive for a little longer than you would have expected, but. They're able to put him down. Crypto maybe looks like he wants to jump out, but I mean Mexican Mamba. And what do you do about that? I'm not even sure Crypto was able to see the jet. I think, you know, yeah, he's just firing away like this.
Blocking sight.
Here's the TP. Should be aware that Messi has crossed, and Sujbuddy, or Bubby, excuse me, is able to get the last 2 frags, clean it up easy as can be. Just another day in the office.
Just another day in the office.
Another day in the office.
Here.
We are not looking too hot on the side of UHE. At this point, Marissa, I mean, if you're UH, I mean, I feel like you're just looking at the next map already.
Yeah.
Right? Like unless you win this round, you know, at some point you're like, all right, guys, you know, it's okay. It's not our map. GG, go next. Kind of mentally reset because you don't want to be going into bind with a totally scuffed mindset already. You know, you don't want to already have some kind of defeatist mindset going into bind. So able to get one, but again, this Utah, this aggression coming in from Cal Blue, and now they're going to the site with more defenders on it. But Messi and Quiddy, what are they going to be able to do? Quiddy does spot one out. Gonna do the dart. I don't know if Messi's going to be good for one. Onto Cal Dev. What else can they cook? In the 3v3, Ghost getting kind of close, man. Kind of leaving the A site. As Sujbubby creeps in along with Troy. Now, okay, Ghost realizes, hey, it could be crept up. You can see even on the pings, right? Like, Cal Blue's so aware. Thinking of where he could be. There's going to be a timing.
Spike planted.
For a Ghost. That's only if he gets this frag. But no! Sujbubby able to get the frag, and now Quiddy is put in this 1v2 situation.
Both low.
Looks like the attackers are going to play off site. They are both kind of low. Is it enough, Marissa? Is it enough?
I mean, I can only hope.
And look, the comm is blind off tap. And I mean, what do you do? Watch. It's just, yep. Yep! I mean, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Just well, what do you do? That's map point for Cal Blue, and again, they have looked so good. They have looked so impressive as a team.
They have.
I mean this as respectfully as possible, but this has been a one-sided massacre.
Yeah. A little bit.
Hopefully UH can pull through on map 2, but I mean, really, I don't even think, I mean, you know, the scoreboard is, somebody might look at it and wince, but I don't even think it's individuals that are, like, maybe not popping off. I mean, you can only do so much when you're blind by Omen and KO flashes, right?
Exactly, yeah, I don't know.
So, I don't even think it's, like, a individual, like, diff. Obviously, side of Cal Blue is hitting their shots, but I don't think it tells the whole story. This could be close to the end of our story, though, as UHE is put into a position to retake the B site. Crypto gonna be seen by that drone, and on the peak, we get one. On the peak, not able to connect. And now, I mean, this would become so much harder, right? All these defenders hunkered down. Ghost would have to hit an insane shot right coming out of the smoke. Not able to hit it is Cal Goat. Gonna do the deed. Cal Dev getting the last frag on Encrypto. And that is convincingly the first map for Cal Blue.
Yeah.
I mean, Marissa, what are your takeaways? I mean, can you take away anything from that?
Well, you know, you know how they play a little bit better, right? You know that they like to do coordinated attacks. You know that their util is really together.
Um,
We're aware of all these things now, so hopefully we'll be able to take what we know. You know, take the loss and make it into something a little bit, you know,
yeah, I
not a
mean,
loss.
yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. You know, obviously, I hope that UHG bounces back, but I'm also curious, right? If you can bring that level of aggression and be that drilled on a map like Ascent, which is an OG map, right? Like you, at this point, 4 years into the game, it's like, yeah, people got some set stuff that's gonna work, but I'm really curious what they got on Bind, right? Once you add the TPs in, right? Do you crunch outside of hookah? Right? Are you gonna crunch showers? How are you gonna do it? I mean, it just lends itself so much more to, hey, we're gonna collapse your team. I think even more. So we'll have to see how that goes. I don't know if we're going to be going to a break. I believe maybe going to a small one. Yeah, Prod just told me yes, we are. So yeah, we're going to be going to a small break, and we'll be back with map 2. That's going to be Bind to see if UHE can even the score and bring us a split. All right, and we are back. What is up, everybody? We are on map 2 of this best of 3 between UHE and Cal Blue. Cal Blue convincingly took map 1, being a Ascent, Marissa. You got any recap notes from that map?
They UHE want a really cool thrifty, and then nothing else. That is the conclusion.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, that is pretty appropriate. That is pretty appropriate. Going into buy, I mean, how do you recap 13-3? There's not really not much. I mean, really, the takeaways are Cal Blue. I mean, their aggression just unmatched, and they're just so disciplined and so drilled that it looks so impressive. And so we have to see what they bring coming into Bind. Again, Bind, I love, a pretty polarizing map. You either love it or you hate it. Either way, it's in the map pool. See a pretty interesting comp coming for UHE. Opting in for the Reyna instead of the Viper. I mean, Viper just allows for so much. I mean, I personally don't get a chance to run it in my rank games. I'm usually on Brim Prison, but the fact that Brim doesn't have to go super far in between each site, you don't have to play Astra to make sure you can smoke like beat long, even though you're playing Showers, as a smokes character is very nice, and so I understand why a lot of people run it. So I have to see how UHE cooks, especially with the Reyna, because in crypto is actually their IGL, and so the fact that the IGL is on the do list, again, maybe not the most unusual, but it's not necessarily something you see every day, right?
Yeah. I know Viper's really meta right now on Bind. Like, I'm honestly surprised they didn't opt for a more like a breach or something more aggressive just to help the coordinated stuff. They didn't. Well, we didn't see a lot of it, but Cal Blue didn't quite strike me as a very lurking team. They were more set and aggressive,
Yeah. No, I mean, for sure. So we have to see what they do, because on their attack they were like pretty, they were willing to be a little patient and make sure their attack was all like coordinated. See what they do. Troy getting a brunt of that damage, and Mexican Mamba able to creep into the teleporter. See if anyone is brave enough to go in. It still looks like it's gonna be a B attack. Right as I say that, Cal Blue apparently hearing what I'm saying and maybe being like, maybe not. Just scoping this out, not too much info. UHE has pretty much given up all of A site, opting to hold Showers instead, but there's the Cypher cam right there. So if Cypher just were to press the E button, I mean, he'd see both and know that probably a free site. Lots of presence coming in. They'll be attacking. That's going to be a free site now. Troy should be aware of this possibility. He is. He's on the peak, able to get one. No, he's going to get traded out. Goes able to get two with his namesake. That puts us into an even match. They don't know where Mexican Mamba went. Messi just looking to see what he can see. Sidge Bubby, here's everything though. Opting to fight short. We're gonna get one, gonna get two, gonna get the third on Zakuti. Holding it down in U-Haul. It's like, no, this is my territory.
Again, UHE really solid with their eco rounds. I'm not worried.
Oh, how true that would be if they managed to win this thrifty as well. We'll have to see. Not as much being bought up into this round, and Crypto opting for the Sheriff. Oh, we got another one. And Kudi, just as I say that. Gotta see what they cook, as Cal Blue opts for a heavy presence beginning of this round. 4 coming up long with the dog. They are smoked off, but it doesn't look like they will be deterred at all. Pretty hoping somebody gets overzealous into the smoke. Might peek out. Timing does get one. He get traded. Could he getting another? Didn't he get anything else? No. Mexican Mamba decides to put him down. Sidge Bubby, just hitting a nice shot onto Ghost. What is on Crypto? Smoke's gonna fade. Oh! Ew! I know we were singing praises about Mexican Mamba, but I believe Sidge Bubby was actually the top of the scoreboard last game with the side of Cal Blue. So even on the smokes player, you know, it's always confident to have a smokes player that can frag out.
Yeah.
Gonna hold the site, right? Like, it's somebody who you don't necessarily need to frag out, and then they frag out. That's good. That puts yourself in a really good position. Me personally, I don't do that. You know, I'm just a smokes player that doesn't frag out. So,
Hey man, you just gotta do your job.
That's what they tell me. But
Anything else is nice, but you just gotta smoke.
I just wish I was nice with it. You know, I just wish I was Sidge Bubby nice with it.
Yeah,
But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You know, for you know, there must be balance in the universe. For every Sidge Bubby, there's a Rod. Oh no. Do you see? Attackers are opting for heavy A presence 3 in showers. And just good Yuta coming in from the attackers. Get them off any problem angles. See, on the peak has to be the one to peek out into them. I'm gonna satchel out. Good Yuta usage, but he crept up on. What at the first? Messi is there. Watch on the peek's back. And Crypto lurking in. He's gonna be able to get the frag. He will be.
Spike down A.
Looks to be a pretty clean round from UHE Dev. Seeing what he can do with the Bulldog. Back on short. Bulldog. Is he gonna see Messi? They're gonna see each other, but Messi is hitting the nicer shots. Double dink, pushing the kill, and a very clean round from UHE for Cal Blue Zico.
Okay. I have all the optimism in the world for my UHE, but
Cal Blue, I mean, you can never count them out.
yeah, Cal
Right
Blue
here.
has asserted their dominance. So
Respectfully, I've never heard of this team before, but I'm so impressed.
true.
Davis just was not, or Cal Blue was just not, you know, on like the west side goats, but I'm gonna have to. Sorry,
It might
Berkeley, not
be.
Davis. Yeah, they're Berkeley, but I'm gonna have to put them on the map. There we go, Mexi Mamba. Going in first for the team. Let's see, getting ulted off. Don't want any interference coming in from showers. Crypto able to get one.
Spike planted.
That trade, and now see what the defenders are cooking. Dev really late lurk outside of showers. I'm gonna start going in now. Yeah, he is.
Scout destroyed.
You see, can the defenders clear out this U-Haul before it's too late? Troy able to get the kill blind. Goody looking for the trade, able to get one.
Enemy remaining.
Now, do they expect Dev? Do they expect Dev? Looks like they will not be. But Goody has Crypto's back, even mid-reload. It's going to be a second on the board for UHE.
Don't even start that shit here, mate.
And it really, I mean, this is just a game of trades, right? Like, you just need to trade them right back because with their aggression that Cal Blue is bringing, they're probably going to get first blood.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Now it is Cal Blue's turn to eco and try to get their thrifty win. Not a super heavy buy, but not a light one either going into this round. Right, we see the patented, hey, I'm going to get a body shot with the Marshal. I'm going to need you to just tap them once in the body with the Sheriff and call it a day. See Sky Flashes being fought out. Maybe opting not to peek dry, which I like. Don't want to give the offense too much. But heavy B presence coming in for Cal Blue. Walking up long. Marissa, what are the big points you've seen so far? What are like the big notes you've seen so far in this game while we're watching this eco?
I've got your trail.
Honestly, I think with UH, their play style, in my opinion, is very like, how do I say this? They're not super reactive. It's more like they try to set the tempo instead of
Spike planted.
reacting to how the game is going. And you know, that doesn't always work. Like, you can't always just brute force your way through everything. I mean, it works sometimes, but I feel like sometimes
It eventually
you gotta
won't.
be, yeah, you gotta be
Eventually
able to
somebody's
like,
gonna
deal with
brute
the-
force you back.
Exactly, yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like Cal Blue, is a really good example of getting brute force back. Like, they are pretty dominant, just winning their gunfights, you know, coordinated attacks, and I think it just challenges UH's playstyle a lot.
Fair. We did see a clean eco round coming from UHE. It looked a little bit scary for Messi in the U-Haul, but able to connect the frag onto Goat. And the rest of the team able to clear it up. Dev, again, on that late lurk, is really good at timings, right? I mean, sometimes your like main part of the team kind of just collapses, kind of leaves the lurk like, all right, what do I do? But really like Dev's timings. The backstabbing. Now, looks like there might be a little bit of a fight for Showers control. See here. Close up.
Ooh.
Oh, putting down in crypto. Could he able to get the second? Now, does he expect too close? He doesn't. No comms. Getting a 3v3. See, waiting for the plant though is gonna get it. Might opt for the TP.
One enemy remaining.
Honda able to get two. No. Oh yeah, Troy. There he goes. Skedaddles away. Looks like the defenders are opting to group up together. Which, big fan, very smart.
Wait a moment, they found my wire.
Troy wanting to take the fight. Not sure where the defenders are coming from,
Spike
but
planted.
should be a clean trade while grouped together. Do they expect him this close? It's not going to matter if Ghost just hits the first headshot. It's going to be fourth round on the board for UH.
Cage triggered.
And that's more than they had last game, so...
That is depressing but true, Marissa. Depressing but true.
Optimism.
Optimism is a strong force. Some people are already have more kills on the board than they did the previous map.
Hooray!
Respectfully. UHG players, if you're watching this back later, I love you. I promise.
Yeah, same.
It's okay, again, not to count. Cow blew out. You see them gearing up. Looking for something a little more defaulty this round. All right, maybe, you know, see if we can out-aim them one more time. Heavy E-push coming in from Belong is on the peak. Able to get the frag connected, but not able to. Dev, excuse me, just getting a little scratch. Troy with the good lurk timing. I'm gonna get the first one. Finding himself, not quite the goal there, but it's not gonna really matter when his team has all of A side. Maximamba really close. Ghost should be aware.
My eyes are down.
This timing. Maximamba looking like he wants to go aggressive and still getting the frag onto Maximamba, getting another one onto Encrypto. Now, UHE has to group together, lick their wounds, but how can you do that if it's just teammate falling after teammate? 2B players in terms of Messi and Onda. See what they can't get done. Not much! Suj Bubby is just gonna get another triple. Looking nasty. If you take a look at the scoreboard, I mean, yeah, it's just Suj Bubby. It's a smokes player. Popping off.
Yeah, I don't know what to... I said last week a cipher that can shoot is a scary cipher, but maybe it's a smokes player that can shoot is a scary smokes player.
You see some aggression coming in from Showers. Gold falling, but Dev on the follow-up. Do they expect him? Ghost. Not able to see, but if Dev just kind of swings out with speed, I mean, might not be able to do much. Almost taking the head off of Ghost. Little bit scared, a little bit precautious. No. You just be real careful. Those two cages puts a lot of pressure. At least buys offense some time. Let me walk it in. Messi ready for the double walkout. Onda getting the third onto the hookah player, and now it's just Dev alone. Again, it's one of those things, right? You have, if your team is popping off, the lurk's life is so easy, right? But if the main force gets put down, I mean, people are like, "Why are you lurking?" Like, we're like, "You're not doing anything." And you're like, "Cause I can't if you're dying. I can't if you're dying." I'm sure that's not
30
what the
seconds
comms are
left.
happening right now, but Dev's looking to stay alive to see what he can get if UHE gets greedy at all.
I'm seeing no greed.
I'm seeing no. I don't know. And Crypto's looking a little hungry. Is
10
Dorina?
seconds left.
Small thirst for blood.
There.
That trip break. He knows they're hunting. He knows they're getting a little antsy, but shouldn't get fragged before the time is up. And just another buy-in for Cal Blue. UHE looking to have a much better position, and it's really interesting if this is going to be one of those series where it's like, oh, the other team is going to win your map pick. I mean, this is not nearly as dominant as we saw Cal Blue be on Ascent. So you got to still see, what's cooking. But UHE on this map looking way, way better. This is some show of promise.
I found my wire.
Need into hookah, going to be clearing out a lot of Uto. Heard the trip break, so they know Cypher is on this site, as well as the, been hearing the cam pop. It looks like all this Uto has pushed Cal B to go to the A site. It'll be a pretty standard split. Only looking to see if we can get first contact, but looks like Dog will be used to clear that. Wow! Still gets dinked down on the side. I see, looking to hold off the Showers peak. Able to get that first frag onto Mexican Mamba. Sugar Bubby, puts Messi down. At the end of that whole trade show, it'll be a 3v3.
Spike planted.
So they might want to get aggressive outside of the Heaven Smoke. Gosh, doesn't see anything, but what can you do? Could he able to put one down? Last two attackers are in shower, but are they going to be aware? Ooh! Aware enough
Out of charges.
to make that 3v3 into a 3-0. I think the 6th round on the board
Explosions.
for UHE. Again, looking way better. What is that, Marissa? A double in
That
score?
That is a double in score.
That is a double in score? Okay. That's progress.
That is progress.
Progress might be hindered, though, as we see a Bucky buy from the Mexican Mamba. That only spells bad things, Marissa.
Yes, that is terrifying. Oh.
Oh, and he thought better of it. He thought, maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to keep the sheriff, and we're going to do again that patent strat. Hey, just let's all be body shot barrier. If we all body shot a couple times, we'll win the round. Have to see if Barry lives up to his name on the peak. To see one and
Taken out.
Dev will be holding the angle with the new Marshall skin. So good. Oh, on the teasing the peak a little bit. Maybe giving a little too much as offense is walking up with the Viper wall. They should know that they can be inside a U-Haul, but are they going to explode off of it? Ghost holding the angle. It would get one. It would get the second. Third. Yes, sir. And again, that's Dev alone with the smite knife.
Hooray.
And the new hooray. And the new Marshall skin.
Flawless.
Again, Crypto putting him down. Going to be a clean eco round for UHE. But again, it's still a little scary every time I see a Cowboo buy. Just as long as they don't have classics, I gotta get a little tense.
Yeah.
But again, UHE looking much, much better. And we've seen a lot of the main force kind of go down fast, a little too fast, so that Dev can't really make use of the lurk timings he was finding a lot of on map 1.
Goes there.
I feel like Dev was pretty good at those lurks, at least enough to put pressure on the UHE side, but not able to get the same value. See, on the peak, going in aggressive. Not aware of the player along. Might get shot, does. Dev, we're on the board. Dev is on the board. 2 huge frags long. Now what do we do?
Player standing.
Oh.
Get spam back. That's what we do. We get spam back. That's going to be a 4th round for Cal B and a clean one. Going the
Last
opposite
round
way.
in the half.
Spend like there is no tomorrow. Because there just might not be.
And what do you do there? You just die to the spite knife. There's
Unlucky.
nothing else. There's nothing
Truly
else to
unlucky.
do but die to the spite knife. I wonder if he uses that ironically. You know, like I wonder if he's like, it's one of those things like I've used this since day one, and there's just my knife. It's the dev knife, or it just you know he's calming before his team is like before the game like, hey guys, I'm gonna run the smite knife. It's gas, I promise.
Oh gosh. I hope that it's like
Here.
it means something to him and it's not just
He doesn't actually think it's good.
yeah.
That's fair. Crypto gonna be put down in the smoke by Sidge Bubby.
I must wait a
And now, see, last 2 pairs of defenders. I was gonna say together, but together no longer. Is able to trade one.
found my wire.
Getting out of there.
One enemy remaining.
And Maxi Mamba, I mean, what do you do? It's Mezzi in a 1v4, and I don't know how much hope he has. They are going to opt to go to the opposite site. Maxi Mamba holding the angle. Pretty brave usage, but it, again, I guess it is last round of the half. Use that ult somehow. How much do you think he gets here, Marissa? How many
At
frags?
least one.
At least one?
At least one.
All right. Ooh,
It's
just-
looking less like one.
It's looking less like one. It's looking a lot.
It's looking less like
yeah,
one.
it's looking a lot less than one. Maybe a whole 0.
Switching sides.
But that's okay. It's gonna be the first half in favor of UHE. They kind of cooked on the defense side, but with a comp of a little bit more aggressive, right? 2 duelists, ability to go pretty fast. See what they can't cook up on the offense side. You see the pretty standard setup coming in from the Cal Blue, right? That standard Viper wall. I saw a couple pretty interesting ones. I think I saw it first on like a Nat stream where it was like on A and it blocks off showers and like the default plant spot. So if you want to plant on A anywhere, you have to walk through a wall in some capacity. It's pretty interesting. I was like, wow, that's I mean that's too big brain for me, but I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, wait, I love that.
Wait, I actually like that a lot.
Wait, they're cooking. I don't want to alarm anybody, but they're cooking. And they're just not going to expect it. They are not going to expect it. Able to get one. Not able to get the second, but Cal Dev there for the trade.
Cage
Get the
trade.
second. Not able to
Damn.
on the peak. Getting that one as well, but those being put down on the A side. It's going to just put 2 on the side for UHE. They're planting now, but looking to want to get another one. Not able to land the shot. Now they know. It's like, hey, probably both elbow.
One down.
To get the kill.
enemy remaining.
Hoodie
Damn.
looking to get their 3rd. Gonna hit it. No. But Troy in a 1v2. They peek him 1 by 1. This is pretty losable, but no. This is gonna be a sky diff. Hoodie with 4 on the round. Putting it on another round in UHE's pocket. Well, it looked
Go
dire.
Pistols.
Go pistols.
Go
That's,
Pistols.
is that the first pistol we've seen UHE win this
It
series?
might be.
All right.
be.
Better late than never. Better late than never, Marissa.
It only took 4 tries. But
It
they got
only
it.
took 4 tries. There are flashes of hope for UHE, but again, Cal Blue coming with a bye. See what they can cook. Mamba going aggressive. Yeah, it's a little harder to go with the same level and kind of aggression when he's not on Jet. Like if you go with Raze, you need to be a little bit more coordinated. Look at that get out of jail free card. Troy is going to be baiting. Oh, Troy is going to see Mexican Mamba though. Forcing him to back up. And she decides, okay, we want to run through. Ghost is lurking outside of hookah, but getting me a little anxious.
They got a setup, it seems.
Yeah, I think that cam is active. I think you can, yeah, the cam can
Oh.
see him. Oh, but it's not going to matter.
Does not matter.
It's not gonna matter. Oh,
Oh.
it matters a little bit. It matters a little bit. I really like that cam though. I mean, it's a cam that like you're aware of, but you don't see it often enough to insta check it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not quite the same now. Speaking of checking, they are gonna check Octagon, and now it's up to the attackers. Pull down this site from the flooding defenders. Troy able to get one onto the site.
Player
SJ or Such Bubby trying to get up. But they get a second, and now just him alone, him versus the world. But it looks like they're up downing. Downing no longer as Such Bubby gets another frag. He is low, so should be a free one for Mezzi, but Such Bubby is in possession of the sheriff. Almost at the shot, but not meant to be. Messi keeping
Drink some water, reload your mag.
it on the side of UHE, but I mean, still kind of messy, right? In the side where they had sheriffs and classics, you don't want to just see one bulldog, leave that round alive. But all good. All good. We do see that now. Cal Blue gearing up for another buy. Read that scoreboard one more time. Does SJ Bubby have all his teammates frags at once? I think he does. We'll check after this round. SJ Bubby having a huge game. Speaking of huge, we have a huge sharp presence coming in from UH.
Right here.
Less huge of a presence in Hookah as Crypto gets dinged down. Don't think he had any armor, so hoping to get a cheeky frag and heal off of that, maybe get a gun, but significantly harder now when you're a Stinger Reyna on non-health. I was gonna make a
How
Scully.
do you feel about the Stinger?
I think it was good in the hands of Scully Jai. I don't know if that reference dates me, but do you know who Scully Jai was?
I do not know who that is.
Oh, he was only Stinger Reyna.
Terrible.
I think he still streams sometimes, but he was like back before they nerfed the Stinger. It was disgusting. Like he's one of those content creators. Like everyone will buy like full guns, and he just always buys the Stinger.
Spike down A.
There's some action here though,
30
coming
seconds
in.
left.
Got some trades going back and forth, but it's gonna end in the favor of Cal Blue. Troy does hear Ghost. They do know about Messi's presence in showers.
Deleted.
Ooh.
Not gonna matter if Ghost hits shots like that. They are aware of the other presence. Messi gonna be able to get the frag.
10
Not
seconds
frag,
left.
excuse me, the plant. Now,
Last
what do they
player
do about this?
Damn.
Messi, he's gonna swing. That's what he's gonna do about it. Might have heard the dog or the trip break, so they should be
Should've
aware.
known, yeah.
I like the double up coming in from the side of UHE, and it's not gonna matter because Ghost able to connect that frag. 10 on the board from UH.
I was technically a thrifty, so I'm not surprised.
That was technically a thrifty. That is true. Love to see that.
The Eco Warriors.
Eco Warriors indeed. Yeah, I mean we see not quite there, but SJ Bubby putting up huge numbers for his team.
I got you.
And speaking of huge, now I think we actually will see the Bucky in the hands of Mexican Mamba. Hookah might be locked down.
Scary.
We'll have to see. As he did see the feet of Troy. Oh, look, they're jiggling each other, doing a little dance. As UH clears out Long B. Sure what we're gonna see here. You have kind of a
Very
stalemate.
riveting.
Very riveting. Stalemate. I mean, there is no UHE presence on the A side of the map. So, really, if your Cal Blue wanted to get a little bit more aggressive, I mean, they'd have all the info. But not before UHE decides to pounce on the B site. Get two. Mexican
Damn.
Mamba
Headshot. My
One
ultimate
enemy
is
showing
remaining.
some fierce stripes in the hookah with that bucket, but not able to get more than one. Now it is all left. SJ Bubby. The so far Cal Blue MVP.
Yeah, if anyone can do it, it's him.
As anyone can do it, it is him. Ghost is going to be the first trial of this clutch, and he's going to pass it. SJ Bubby low. And, I mean, I'm not even sure Crypto had a plan to fire. He was just going to swing as wide as he could.
Your hearts are
Get the kill for
pounding.
Cudi.
Impressive.
The good stuff coming in from UHE, and now that's going to be the first timeout coming in from the side of Cal Blue we've seen this series, called by Mexican Mamba. So we have to see what they are cooking. So far, I mean, it just hasn't looked as drilled. I think I haven't seen like a proper, like a U-Haul crunch maybe, right, where like Rays would blast pack from a short to the back of Hall and crunch Hall together. Probably made even easier by a Viper wall. Or even like a showers crunch. I haven't seen really much crunches on A. I expected to see like way more like, we're gonna do something about it, but it seems that they just want to kind of quote unquote fairly fight for the space, and they're just not winning it out. I think it's just so far a game of trades, and UHE is barely coming out on top. But the rounds are close. I think the score is not. It doesn't tell the whole story. Like the first map, I was like, wow, this is definitely a Cal Blue map. This does not necessarily feel like a UHE map.
No, yeah.
Right? It like UHE is winning, but I'm not like, wow, UHE is just diffing this other team. We'll
I
see
feel like it's a little late in the game to call a timeout, by the way. Like,
in
it's
VAL,
11
I've learned
o'clock.
it's never too late. I've seen people
Never
come
too
back
late?
from 12-0. I've seen 12-0 in collegiate. Like, it's never too late.
Alright.
Prepare for hellfire.
You see that UH wants control of that showers, and they shall get it. Looking to get onto peak another orb for that showstopper ult. Defender's not quite sure where UH is going to land up. You see Bubby kind of playing in between, able to put smokes on either side of the site and help wherever he is needed. Some info gained. I know there are players from showers, but they don't know how much. It looks like Cal Blue be making the right read, unless Ghost makes a miraculous call and says, hey, I really get a vibe that they might have less people on this site, but it looks like they will not. Bubby looks like they're going to try to ult off the plant. They will. Looks like he's going to... U-Haul. Oh, lied into the waiting hands of the B players. Cal Goat still here. I think Mexican Mama gets one. Are they going to expect him in this position? Well, not, but I can get a whole bunch of value. I'll be lurked out through the molly. They're not going to expect this.
Headshot.
It's a frag onto Cudi. Now it's up to Messi to figure this out. Able to connect the first frag. But Cal Dev able to get the other one. And the dog. Let's see the round. Let's see with one. Not able to get the next. It looked promising. It looked arguably more promising than I would have thought.
Team Ace.
I did not think Dev would like just hold that. Maybe it's just the animation for getting out of the dog. Thought Troy was going to cover him, but regardless, Troy is good for the frag and good to put round number 6 on the board for Calvi.
This goes here.
I love that trip. So creative.
That goes there.
Oh, the U-Haul one.
No, the one that goes, but it's like right there. I don't know. I know.
Oh, yes,
I've
yes,
never
yes,
seen
yes,
this till I
okay.
started watching them. I love that trip.
Really? That's been a Cypher staple since like year 1.
I've only just recently started playing Cypher. I'm not aware of all the tech yet.
Oh, don't. It's a bad time. It's a bad time. Unless you put your trips just like all for A short, where it seems like Dev has put his and you just use Odin to spam A short. It's just not worth it. Unless you really enjoy being a rat. Oh!
Damn.
Goat able to get a really nice first shot, but in crypto, it'll be good for the trade. You see still a heavy presence. Oh, Zonda gonna be aware he is. But do they know that there are 2 more defenders on this site? It's not gonna matter as it looks like Bomb is going towards B. I see the defenders might start getting an inkling when Vesti able to hit the shot. And now they jump through. Mamba might be here for a fight. Oh, still has the bomb. They're probably yelling at him like, "Plant the bomb, you have bomb."
Enemy remaining.
And Dev putting him down on the peak.
Oh.
Trying to get a frag. But Dev probably heard a step. One shot, one kill. Puts him down, but very unlikely looking round. This would be clutch of a lifetime if he got it. And it looks like he's going to maybe relegate his position and give UHE 12 rounds. Which I totally understand, right? I mean, your team is like really poor. You have a pretty decent gun that people have shown like on your team you can hit shots with. Full armor. An even better gun. Not really much else you can do.
Yeah.
Except die to bomb. I mean, that's what UHE can do. They can, two of them can die to bomb, but that's okay. They are on 12 rounds.
Let's see.
6 chances to put us onto map 3. Again, going to be split.
Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here.
And again, Mexican Mamba with the Bucky. Imagine, Mercer, he uses the Bucky on this map. What is Mexican Mamba going to use in mailroom on split?
Split? Oh, God.
If he gets one with the Bucky, how much can he get with the Judge? Probably too many.
Yeah, that
And
guy's
it's not just because he's a Cowboy player. I dislike the Judge in mailroom on anybody.
Mm.
Just like Such Bubby disliked Onda's presence on a short, so he put him down. And Cow be the advantage in this round. Troy trying to use the dog, sniffing out the opposition. Doesn't get too much, but does clear immediately outside of hookah. Such a heavy presence on the A side for the defenders. I don't know if they're aware of Mexican Mamba's Bucky just yet. If they just feel it in their bones.
Right here.
Oh.
Maybe change up their approach. Oh, it's getting dinked down to 5. No, offense looks like they want to push through. And Crypto in alone. How much they can do. Has to get the first one in the second, but only good for 2. Messi good with the trade though. And now it is Dev alone on this site. He was looking to see what he can do, but you have to play his life. They are aware of the defender positions now. You should know of the one in heaven. But it would have put him down. Messi has got to go huge here. Has a lot of health. A full mag to do it, but only good for the first one as the 1-2 swing comes in. And it's Cal Blue with the 7th round on the board. Not out of it yet.
Not out of it yet.
Not out of it yet. See, what are they cooking? Got some eco rounds for UH, Marissa. Could be the round they seal it. Eco rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, we see Mexican Mamba flirting with the idea of a judge. Oh, committing to the idea of the judge. I have a feeling
That might stomp an eco round, I'm gonna be honest.
Hookah is no longer for sale. They're just rushing into showers. Oh! Actually, I'll be able to get the transfer on. And I might actually commit the... Oh, very interesting on a round like this. No, it's up to Dev to see what he can do. If he does get fragged here, all of a sudden it's way more likely, but...
They found my wire.
They are wary of his position. Are they wary enough, though?
Planted.
I see, it looks like he's looking, but now Dev might have a timing. Is he trying to be cheeky, but not able to connect? Goat looks like he's going to get the frag on in Crypto, and Ghost just put down. Not much to do there. Relatively clean round coming in from Cal Blue. You can see Goat is ready to pop his ult. As soon as you see a Viper with a shorty, you know, like that, he wanted to ult that round. If things got messy, he ults and just presses 2 and then calls it a day. He's like, all right, guys, nice 8th round. We see a timeout coming in from the side of UH, their first one of the map. A little bit to talk about, right? I mean, UH had a very dominant second half, but you want to kind of keep it under control, right? You're like, hey, guys, we had 6 chances. I mean, it's 4 now, which is still a lot, but let's start closing it out. Let's get the split as soon as we can, keep our momentum, and go from there.
Yeah. I honestly think UH is playing this pretty well, but it seems like we're getting more of first map Cal Blue. Like that patience, the strategic, the togetherness, and like
the coordination
playing
between
off
the
each other.
players.
Yeah.
Their micro is pretty good. Again, I think it's one of those, each player is like individually pretty good. And so if they know how to do their own like micro plays, not even off each other, but just off, their own util or opponent's util, it's pretty tough. Do see going to be a pretty standard setup, but heavier B presence, excuse me, come in from actually both sides. So maybe Cal Blue reading UHE is cooking. They realize, hey, they keep trying A, it's not working. Might be a B, might be a B angle. And they wouldn't be wrong of putting that cheeky cam there. He might have seen it. At least might hear it if Dev decides to pop that cam.
Poison's off.
Really like their setup for this long control. First player forced to go off. Well, Ghost
There.
ready and waiting. Goat's still close, even if he can't get one. Not able to. With the second frag, and this looks to be a UH round, but I mean, we still have huge players up on the side of Cal Blue. Only one defender on the A site, but when you have an advantage like this, I feel like at some point you just say, hey, let's group up and trade. Unsure of where these defenders are. But it's looking like UHE might just group up. Just have to hit the attack.
30 seconds
Hit the pedal,
left.
put the pedal to the metal, especially with only 30 seconds left on this round. And actually, this pause has made Cal Blue second guess themselves. Now, it's a pretty free sight for UH. Smokes are going to be down, but Such Bubby, I mean, hasn't already. They got to tap bomb.
10 seconds left.
And now this, all of a sudden, way less likely as 2 go down for UH. 3 seconds left, and they're not able to plant. Not even able to get the frags. All of a sudden, there's a 9th round for Cal Blue. Maybe
Oh my goodness.
UH, you're not aware of their brim ult.
Yes, this should do.
Or at least not quite ready to just tap it and move to a different location.
Goes there.
I mean, that's just so hard, right? But I feel like in that scenario, like, you need to tap and, like, be ready to plant somewhere else. Like, you have to be aware, like, hey, Brim has ult, and he could, I mean, that ult, you know, the range is so big, right? It doesn't matter, which, because it's not even gambling, oh, I hope he's on A side. And UHE, I mean, you're going to be kicking themselves for that one. It's a 5v3 with a free sight, and how much you do. So that what is UHE's detriment is to the benefit of Cal Blue. You see again a heavy presence on the B site from the defenders.
There.
Some cheeky trips. Look at that. Look at that anti-rage trip. You see now, because of how UH played last round, they're not sure of exactly where, so this guy does rotate off, but I mean that ult just tells them everything they need to know, right? What do you do about that? Let's see if we can get a timing, but Mexican Mamba looks to be aware. Mexican Mamba in a great spot with the showstopper. Is he gonna be able to beat the timing? He will, but looks like he's gonna get shot in the side. Yeah, SJ Bubby just ready. Now they have to flood out. Mexican Mamba only good for one as Honda gets the trade. Messi able to get SJ Bubby, and all of a sudden it's a 3v3. Messi able to get another one through the smoke. Advantage UHE. Gonna swing, but Hoodie is low. Not a cut and dry thing for UH.
One enemy
On
remaining.
the playing time, Cudi able to get
Cudi
last
going
2 kills, staying alive in a crucial position. That is going to be 13-9 in favor of UHE. And we're going to map 3, Marissa.
We're going to map 3.
We're going to map 3 split. We did see that last week. So, I mean, you know, maybe UHE cooks up something different. And again, with the level of aggression, I'm actually really interested to see what Cal Blue brings to the map.
Yeah. I mean, Split is definitely a more, not more fast paced, but like more aggressive takes, you know. You explode out from anywhere. There's so many things to like hold, so many things to take, you know. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, I mean, what were the big what were your big changes that you saw UHE kind of make? Oh, thanks, Prod.
oh.
I love you. I love you. I love you, Prod. What are the big changes that you saw UHE make between first map and second map?
I think it's just being more aware of how your team plays, you know. I mentioned earlier, like UH has a very tries to set the tempo play style. They're not as reactive, and I think they were definitely more reactive this map. Just being able to like see what's going on, play against it. The lurks were definitely more efficient, so shout out to Ghost for that. Like that's just,
Yeah, I mean,
they look better.
for sure, and it's just usually harder to kind of have a big playbook on Bind, especially without the Viper, right? Because you can't automatically like walk through halls. You don't have that same level of like explosiveness, perhaps. Uh, but I guess they compensated with Arena. Right? Arena and Arrays that can both go out. So good play for UH. Still had some sparks of life for Cal Blue, though. You know, again at the end of that map, not down and out. So we'll have to see what they bring to map 3. Again, that's going to be split, and we'll see you folks in a little bit for that when it goes to Agent Select. All right, and we are back with map 3, Marissa. It's gonna be
We
split,
are back with map
Select your
3.
agent.
and it looks like UH almost didn't decide what they wanted to do. It looks like Cal Blue was locked in. They knew, but UHE maybe a little bit more hesitant. I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Brum. He said that he really liked my haircut in chat. I saw it. I heard it. My feelings weren't hurt. Thank you to my favorite graphic design artist. I appreciate him. But not as much as I'm going to appreciate this last map coming in from both of these teams. Looks like it's a mirror, similar to map 1. So we'll have to see what each team is bringing to the table. Again, maybe not a comp that, not even really a map that allows for as much aggression as Ascent. We'll have to see how Cal Blue kind of plays it. Because it did seem very much like that aggressive, or I guess, you know, it's still really obviously like hyper meta, but the comp on the Ascent did lend itself to a little bit more aggression, which Cal Blue seemed to really thrive with. So we have to see what they bring to the table with something a little more similar to their bind comp. And Cal Blue going to be starting on the attack end with a heavy B presence, maybe alert. Cal Goat seems to be teasing the idea of going mid, as Dev is just going to be waiting outside of the A site. Fast B main control. See, oh, Gino disconnected. That's their coach gone. GG.
You just be like that. It's okay.
GG. He's like, all right, you guys got us. I gave you guys the pep top. I got you guys to map 3. You guys got the rest from here. It's like how Dev has gotten the body of Kuti on the A side, and now it's a little bit more of a strain on the defense. Never mind, coach is back. You didn't meant to reset. Just gonna reset. Cal Blue looking to reset their position, and what started out as a heavy B presence, it's like it might end with an A hit. There is Cypher U2 here from Ghost. It's gonna all come down to what he can really hold down. Oh! Not much. Not much, as the trip isn't enough from Mexican Mamba. It's double ding
Spike
to
planted.
Ghost. Messi might have a timing.
Damn.
Nope. Troy has a right click. It do not matter. It do not matter. Last 2 UHG players seeing what they can do.
Flawless.
Answer is nothing. As Cal Blue ends the first pistol round of the map with a flawless. I mean, what do you
Go rounds.
What do you do there? I mean, yeah, I mean, there's again UHG pistol. Woo! I feel like with a team like Cal Blue, and I saw this a little bit on Bind, but I'm wondering if UHG is gonna kind of let them set up, right? Like you kind of saw that UH didn't really fight for any one part of the map. They gave a lot of respect, a lot of space to Cal Blue. We have to see if they continue to do that or if the adjustment is made. Again, heavy B presence. Crypto looking to see if he can time some of the util. Looks like he will. Good for the first kill. The nade comes in, putting a lot of them really low.
Ooh.
Trades going back and forth, ending in the favor of UH. And UH Thrifties on the peak. Little excited. You got a little excited. Ghost trying to go for another one.
Oh.
Oh, so low.
Oh.
So low. We have Troy licking his wounds, but down, not out. Still has a Phantom. And getting one-shot headshot. Both of these players. Troy running for the hills. At least it looked like it, but looking to come back. It is good that both UH players are doubled up, but it's going to be enough. Kuti has an inkling where this player is at, and the headshot's going to put Troy down. Marissa, you're right.
I mean,
UH Eco.
UH Eco. I don't know why they're so good at eco rounds, but they dial in.
I'm glad they're good at eco rounds, but again, I would be way happier if they're good at eco rounds and pistol rounds. Yeah. I'd be really
stressful.
I'd be really down for them being apt at both of them. Just I feel like that would speak strength to a team. That's okay. Better have one out of 2 than 0 out of 2.
Exactly. 50% is not a passing grade, but it's better than 0%.
It's better than 0. It's better. It's still getting enough though. All good. All good. You see Cow Blue looking to take some control. They just put pressure on the mid as they lurk and walk out of B. Might be out, and Crypto might be caught out with some util. Not quite ready for the ping. Ping, the swing. The peak is ready. Able to get 2. Not ready for the offense. Oh. This is aware of GOAT though. Next to Mamba's turn. Don't matter if he has movement like that. And again, I mean, it's what can Dev do, right? If the main force isn't doing much, it is hard. I sympathize. I sympathize with Dev or any lurker, because, and not to say Cow Blue's doing a bad job, but it is hard if as a lurker if your main force isn't getting that much with the 4K. Put him down and pretty clean around coming in for the side of UH. Shin starting this map hot on the peak. It's my boy. He gave me some heart attack. He was like kind of playing on that rope as it was about to be swing from B main. That's okay. Yeah, closed it out with a 4K, and
goes here.
now Cow Blue with the guns.
Yes.
Seeing what he can do. Seeing if they can't have a similar setup to what looks like to be their pistol round strat. On the peak, lots of presence, a lot of info gain. Ghost able to get 1. Messi has his back. Able to get 1, not quite the second. Ghost is there for the trade. Now Goat back onto him. Still puts UH in a very favorable position. They should know that both players are here. They hear the trip. Dark smoke thrown out of spawn, but Viper's pit gonna make this round much harder
Scout destroyed.
for the defenders to retake.
One enemy remaining.
I'm gonna say on the peak's position is gonna be everything here, and it is. Nade comes out, touchdown Nade. But on the peak decides it's not enough. Wants to put him down with his gun. It's gonna be a 3rd on the round for UH. And again, Marissa, I mean, UH is ahead, but these do not necessarily feel like absolute diff rounds.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, oh yeah, like UH has had this in the bag since the first pick. It always feels close. It feels so scrappy back and forth.
Yeah.
And I can't help but wonder if, I mean, we haven't seen a lot on this map, but I can't help but wonder if this is again that difference in comp, right? Maybe Cow Blue is just excels at playing really fast. You don't really need to play trades if everyone's blind and you kill 2. Dev is in a position here to hide. Might not be cleared out. They expect him though. Not sure, but I see doesn't expect Mexican Mamba all the way up. Dev is gonna be seen, but could he? This team already in a disadvantage, excuse me. Doesn't want to push the issue. Oh, looks like he may get backstab, excuse me. Not too sure yet. Might have timing to come out, but Suji Bubby. Good for the hold. Go good for the Kragon and Crypto, and now
One enemy remaining.
UH just 2 players. Excuse me, take that back. 1 player, and then no players. A clean round for Cow Blue.
They wasted a lot of resources on one guy, so
That
nowhere.
that is true. That is true. I mean, all that util, right? There was a blind, there was a nade, a Roomba, and in the end, still able to flush him out. I would feel like it was like a half commit from UH, of like, oh yeah, like let's try to flush him out, but didn't really get. I mean, and to be fair, it is kind of hard to flush out all of A. You have to go kind of deep, right? You need to hold like sewers and kind of go deep into A spawn, but still maybe not a full commit onto actual idea of that round. You see what looks to be like a possible B split from the attacking side. I see, able to see 1, pulling him off, buying his team a little bit more time. Suji Bubby He's able to get that trip. Thought he went for it a little bit, but he did. And now attackers kind of have an inkling, a small feeling. I'm like, all right, it might be something going up on this B site.
Scout destroyed.
Really good comms coming in from the attacking side. To make sure Dev is the only one that breaks it, so Dog doesn't see anybody else. Now all of a sudden, all 5 members are here for the attackers, and there's not necessarily any of the wiser. Mexican Mamba caught out, but Dev with good spacing, able to get the trade. Not much
30
done. And
seconds
Crypto
left.
looks like he might try for a timing. Mine I don't believe gets anybody.
Last player
No
standing.
frags either. I see Bubby getting on Messi and go walking up on the ramp. We get the last player. Now we're seeing the Cow B of map 1, Marissa.
We are.
We're seeing some life. The end of that map 2, we saw them regain a little bit of their momentum, and I mean it's showing.
Definitely a very dominant team. Like, when they're in control, it's
They're-
really hard to
yeah.
get back.
When they're in control, they're him.
Yeah.
They are definitely him. Let's see. E was fought for, but the attackers know. It's like, well, that means the other sites are not as good. Some shots coming out. Trades happening on the A site. Messi alone. What are they going to do?
More Viper.
Not much. As this... I mean, the bomb's not even on
Last
B,
player
Marissa.
standing.
But this B squadron. I mean, look, you're just so aware. No. It's on to peak alone. The judge. Let's see what he can cook up. Hoping that somebody gets greedy. It's a nice stalemate. Siege will be on and off angle, but might get aggressive. Oh! It's botched. It's botched. Other peak got a little bit too antsy. I mean this as respectfully as possible. I'm not even sure what the play was there. Marissa, what was he cooking? What was he cooking?
He was cooking. It's a little burnt, but he was cooking.
What was he cooking? Or was it just a
He
microwave?
might not have been cooking.
Was it
might
just he
have been a
tried heating something?
microwave.
He's trying to heat up a TV dinner. Not to be.
Here.
It's okay though. Not out of the woods yet, but look around for UH. That'd be great default. Some info gathered. They have an idea. Not enough.
Poison's off.
So you got the A-cam. And I really like how slow they play, right? You don't want to be running into a stacked site on one of these maps. Especially like Split. On the eco round, you do not at all want to be running into a stacked site. They're playing with the idea of going B. All the attackers are on the B side of the map now. On the peak. In the smoke, waiting for a pick like sharks, but SJ Bubby he's looking, he's aware, he's ready. Mistimed Util coming in from on the peak. Now Goody has to see what he can do. Only good for one. Short trades him out, and now Crypto's the only one that's close. And I have a feeling that they aren't exactly excited to be pushing into spawn when they know that the defenders are on eco. So it's up to the defenders to be proactive, do something about it. They should know that 2 people are in spawn.
My ult's ready.
And it's going to be the only 2 people for UH because Troy puts a ghost down in heaven. I mean, what do you
Crazy
do with this
POV.
firing squad? Yeah, I mean, this just shows how unwinnable this is. Cam on heaven, double hold.
Cover going out.
The spawn push. Oh, is looking to get a little antsy. Maybe not hyper aware. 2 frags going in the way of UHE, and all of a sudden it's not necessarily winnable, but more damage than you would. Oh, Messi got a little excited. They're looking to just keep Dev in there, but will end up costing Cal Blue one of their guns. But I mean, look at the money, Marissa. Does it matter? Does it matter when everyone's max money, 9K?
I don't think it matters.
We do see a tactical timeout being called for by the coach of UH. Marissa, what do you cook here, right? I mean, again, this doesn't feel super one-sided either way, but these past couple rounds, the Cal Blue have been winning. I mean, it has been decisively Cal Blue. What do you do here if you're UH to kind of like take a step back and what do you adjust? Make sure you're putting more rounds on the board.
I mean, their retakes are not working. Also, their sight holds are not working. So it's very hard to play defense if you can't hold or retake, you know?
You and Essence just said it's shocked.
Yeah, a little bit, but
you and
I mean, it's not. It's so hard though because they're just not holding the sight down, and then if they try to retake, it doesn't work either. So it's just a little difficult.
That is true. That is true. Oh, good. I mean, we have to see what the coach, again, you know, you said he's very confident in what he brings to the table during these timeouts. Let's see if that's true. You see Messi putting up the Viper Pit for mid. Is it going to, you know, really do anything in this round as there's such a heavy A presence coming in. Be able to get rid of some of the cabbages. So Muto coming in, but splash for Troy. Are they aware? I mean, look how close the UH players have decided to get. Just need to flush some of the players out, but look at this ramp presence, and no player is in position to do anything about it. I see might get actually backstabbed. Offense is thinking about it. They're thinking, yeah, let's probably do that. Probably a good ult. Do on the peak, able to get the first kill onto Goat. Let's see Crypto in a pivotal position. What is he going to be able to do? Gets one, gets two. That's what he's good for, as the last two attackers have the A site.
Where is everyone hiding?
Spike planted.
He's being thrown down. Looks like they might try to 1-2 swing the right side. Maybe Nancy, I'm not sure. I mean, the cam is still up.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, wow. Messi able to get the frag off that sound. But do they expect Dev's position?
Oh.
Don't matter because they are good for the trade. Good play by UHE, but again, a scrappy round. By no means letting the economy build.
Yeah, it really is. These really close rounds that UHE wins, but
More than we did.
I mean, if I'm in Messi's position, that, like, I would be so uncomfortable as a Viper, like, with my Viper Pit in mid, and the comm is like, hey, by the way, they could go vents, or technically, in, like 10 seconds, they could come behind you, BFF.
yeah,
That is my greatest fear as a Viper player. Like, if I ult on any site, I'm like, I need you to hold mid. I really need you to hold mid on, like, on Breeze. And then Breeze gets claps, and it's like, well, it's chalk. Crypto. Gonna hold off the ramp push. He's going to be getting the first pick on the peak. They're peeking a little bit too much. Let me see, what is... Cal Blue cooking? So can you smell what Cal Blue is cooking?
I cannot. I can only smell the smoke in mid. All 7 of them.
All 7 of them. Yeah, I was really hoping that with Sky's nerf, like, Viper wasn't gonna be meta. Like, I'm a Viper player, but I just want something different. Oh. Someone needs to tell Ghost that the cage doesn't have a top.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have done much. It's okay. It's okay. He tried.
Oh.
Unfortunate timing coming from Kuti.
One enemy remaining.
And Mamba catching out Messi in mid. Crypto, last alive. What do you do?
I mean, eco's not great. You could try to just play for exits.
What do you do here? Yeah, I mean, not really much. I mean, you can do exits, but it looks like the attackers are kind of down to hunt him. Crypto, here's that shot as a challenge. Here's these steps. I do something about it. Not enough. Only one frag. Go, swing out. Take the life of in Crypto, and that puts UHE's economy in a terrible position. I mean, you have to save here, right? You have to save for last.
Yeah. They are thrifty demons, though, so.
They are thrifty demons. And it's split. All these little rat corners. Classic right click. We'll have to see. A little bit of control gained from the defender's side, and some fake TPs coming out from Sujbubby. I really like this wall because it allows. I mean, it's tough. This is a tough wall to hold B main with, right? You can just explode. But I guess if you take it slow, like Cow Blue, it's not the end of the world. Sujbubby collects both frags in B main. I see none the wiser. I was aware of Mexican Mamba, but not able to do anything about it.
Last player standing.
Looks like they want to double up against Mexican Mamba in mid. Could be able to get the frag, but I mean, Dev is just right there. Run for the trade, or at least to try to save his teammate's life. Not able to quite do the latter, but former done flawlessly. This is the last round of the half. UH looking to get 5 on the board, especially on the defender side of split. So do you, in your experience, do you think this is, in more recent times, an attack or defense-sided map?
We'll come back. I can feel it.
I personally think it's an attack-sided map just because it's really easy to stretch the defense here, you know? Like, you can put pressure so many places, there's so many more chokes that the defense has to hold, that I think it's attack-sided, but I could be wrong. I'm gold.
That's fair, that's fair. I mean, to me, it depends on the comp, but I feel like on defense, it's also just like, because of the chokes, it's so easy to shut down so many pushes. Just gotta make sure you don't give too much to the offense. There were some picks given to the side of Cow Blue, but Uchi trading them back. On the peak, getting a little excited. Oh, a nice shot from on the peak. Shooting ducks
What
in the
is
air.
up?
See an advantage for this last round of the half in favor of the offense. Actually opting to seemingly split up, but this is just so Dev could ult that body. On the peak, not aware how close Troy can be.
Oh, no.
Troy.
Oh, no.
Good for the first kill. He knows on the peak is dead to rights. Just not being aware of how close they really could be. I guess they assumed that where Cypher is, you know, they'd be doubled up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they have info where Ghost is. Double trips on site. This is lethal. This is one cage to play with, but there. Oh, and it's shocked.
And there are no
And
two
it's
cages to play with.
And there are no cages to play with. And really, what do you do? It looks like they're going to just flash off contact. Just double swing. No. Oh, the 1-2 swing. It's swing off tap. 1-2. Yep. Not much to do there. I mean, Ghost in a very... a rock in a... What is it? Rock in a hard place?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I know sayings. I'm hip with the times.
I would
And
say that
UH,
is not a hip with the times
okay.
phrase.
All right, cool. I just cried myself to sleep. Young people still say bussin'?
I don't know if people still say bussin'.
Oh no, okay, it's shocked. I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay.
UH kind of lacking the fire that we saw from them in the map of Binds. Not quite even the individual performances we saw in Bind. Not showing up the same here on this map 3. This patented pistol strat coming in. On the peak, not ready for that cam, and all of a sudden the play is a little chalk. Usually the idea is to, oh, and they saw crypto. It's Omega chalk. C3 converging on this position. So might be aware, might try to get one, but good for none. The idea of that pistol is to be sent up ramp, where he hopefully gets a pick. Not to be though. Or Messi, excuse me, is gonna be good for one. And all of a sudden, some frags go in the favor of UH. Kudi and Ghost both getting theirs. There is healing aura. Know where Dev is coming from. Flash out. Dev able to get the first kill, but not able to.
And that's another pistol round.
That's another pistol. We're 50% this series, which is unheard of. But now it comes to the bigger problem, Marissa. I was talking about how they always, you know, or like when they do win pistol, but they need to win second round.
Yeah.
Because if they get thrifty here,
Oh, this is a nice spot.
That's
it's
not
looking
looking
grim.
so good.
It's looking grim, like really grim. That's okay. That's, you know, hopefully we'll see what they're cooking. We see a nice stack coming in from Cal Blue. I was actually going to call out in the first half that we actually haven't seen too much, like, just pure chance, like full stacks, right? Which, I mean, you do have to play them right. Some people just be like, oh, you know, let's all stack this site. But you got to play it right because you have to have one person. You have to know who is going to shoot out what util and where they should be to shoot out that util so that it doesn't look like you're stacked. And it looks like either through luck or sheer IGLing, UHE will be entering the site with no defenders on it, but Bubby, we're not aware. We're not fully watching what they should be. And now, Marissa, the second danger of a stack strat like this has come to fruition.
A 5-man retake.
They're going to be flooding. There will be floods. And
oh no.
shots hitting for the defenders. More shots than attackers would have liked.
UHE able to part the Red Sea.
UHE able to part the Red Sea. Looks a little scary, right? I mean, Troy, I believe, was like a double dink on the first guy Heaven. Falling down, and there was a possibility there, but UH able to keep control of the situation. Able to put a 6th round on the board. And now has a slightly weaker buy than Cal Blue. To see what Cal Blue's defense brings to the table. I noticed that Cal Blue really liked that B wall. Just gave them a lot of control. So I guess it's a different in fundamentals. I would say it's a bit more traditional, quote-unquote traditional, to have Viper wall here and try to lurk up and get space. Then maybe have Cypher take control of B. We'll have to see how both of these Viper walls play out. I do see, though, that Mexican Mamba has to lick their wounds a little bit. They're getting hit down quite a bit from Messi. Here's a lot of stuff mid, so Goat's going to be backing off. Mexican Mamba goes for a heal from the likes of the sky. UHE set up for an A split, but with two agents who excel at holding down the sites, Viper and Cypher, we know they're going to split, but how effective is it really going to be? It looks like all of 5 are near the ramp. Be able to get the cam, the nice sum info.
Not really yet.
So that his teammates can take all of Heaven. Now it's on the peak, going on the site, seeing what they can't cook. Caldev able to get one. Caldev able to get a second one on the peak. Good for one, but Kudi, again, keeping the trade train. That's been the main idea of this whole series. Some advanced positions coming in from the attackers, but looks like they might try to clear him out. Ghost.
Enemy remaining.
My
Oh.
ultimate is ready.
I was gonna try to see what he can get, and what can he get? He can get both. Such Booby crossing the site. Not as aware. Util out, maybe when he shouldn't have, but thankfully for Messi, Such Booby is gonna run out of bullets. A little closer than I would have liked, though. You know, maybe that got me a little nervous. Fencing up a little bit, but a great swing out from Ghost. Because, I mean, you know, you got two options there. You either surprise them with the swing out and try to do something about it, or you break the Roomba and just think you're him, try to hold the angle, you back up. It's almost like a rock, paper, scissors game, and Ghost does come out on top. For a second there, I actually thought that the Roomba was going to block some of the bullets, tank some of them, and then he was going to get gunned down by 2.
Oh. Goodbye, Viper.
Goodbye, Viper. Cowgoat. Trying to bid for his teammate, but the dog does still clear Mexican Mamba.
Oh. Goodbye,
Roomba
Mexican
finishes the
Mamba.
job. Goodbye, Mexican Mamba. Goodbye, Troy. And it looks shaping up to be a pretty clean round coming in from UH.
Oh.
As I say that,
Down B.
Such Bubby, the Smoke Goat.
Last
Let's see what else he can get.
standing.
Anything else? Close though, and Dev. Challenge to spawn. Ghost getting thing down. Maybe being like, okay, guys. I mean, maybe I need some help. As he gets double swing. That's Ondo with 3 in the round. All of a sudden, Marissa, we have a tied game. A tied game with both teams on a bye. The economy on Cal Blue a little bit weaker, so if they lose this round, might be forced back into another eco. At least a half bye. It's still pretty strong. We still got maybe 1.5, possibly 2 buys coming in from UH should they lose. Have to see what each team is cooking. But again, both defense sides. I mean, both UH and Cal Blue both seem not as well. I was gonna say not as excited to go hyper aggressive, but as I say that, we see a triple push down mid. So maybe they're reading my mind. Push coming in. It's free sight on the peak. Not seeing the guys dropping out of heaven or hell. I really thought on the peak was dead to rights there. Bro took out his knife and looked to spawn as they're flooding outside of heaven. But that's okay. His teammates are good for the frags.
Blinding.
We'll be seeing what he can do.
That was so different.
Interesting. What is he cooking? What is he cooking?
Oh, he's cooking though.
He's cooking 2 frags. But not the third, not the round win. That is just an unfortunate lineup. I mean, so I guess it's one of those things, right, where it's like, oh, you want to double peak, you want to play as a team. But like those are the kinds of times where I get so scared to call for a double peak. Because if you don't do it properly, you line up like that. And all of a sudden that round is winnable, right? And you can see Such Bubby was aware. Had Onda gone straight to heaven like he looked like he was planning to, he might have gotten fragged. But on the peak, staying within the CT area, we'll secure the round.
Definitely heard of many of lectures of like,
Oh,
one of you has to swing wide.
This play.
That's my TP, bro. That's my TP.
I
did not work.
I would not claim that.
It did not work when he did it. Never mind. My bad. Don't do that.
Oh, we do see they are going to be coming out of the attack. We see the attack swinging out. Able to get more. On the peak, able to get one. Is he ready for the second? Not ready for the second. All of a sudden, Messi is alone. Is he aware of Mexican Mamba? Know what's up. It don't matter what's up because Calgo got him with the 4K.
So sad. That TP normally always works. I
See,
never predict it.
That TP in our rank, we call that the tray play because that's the guy who usually calls it.
Oh.
And so, but usually the comp is a little different. We usually run a breach, and we stun the line. So we stun the line so they Uber can't hear it, and even if they can, they can't really get.
They
close
can't
to the
react
TP.
because they're all stunned and. Yeah.
So it's a little harder to do if they have full mobility and able to kind of run out. A little tougher. So all good because I guess they're kind of betting on the sky flash, you know, hitting and fully deafening them. But probably doesn't like last long enough. We have to revisit the playbook on that one. So be clearing out A main with that smoke. And now we see Mexican Mamba with the best op skin getting a pick on Messi. I'll never let that die. Not aware at all.
Oh no.
Not sure where he was looking. Now all of a sudden, I mean, what do you do here as the attackers? There's a Viper's Pit. There's an aggressive Omen. There's Cypher Util on B, you're pretty sure.
Oh.
Able to take the Viper
Good
Pit
night.
down.
Where is everyone?
And we do have the Cypher alled up, but are they going to do anything with it? No, that... Yes, Shush Bubby. Oh, Shush Bubby. Wait for the TP. Are they going to be aware of his position?
30 seconds left.
It don't matter. Mexican Mamba is a showstopper. Getting one, and all of a sudden, it's a 2v4. They are aware of Ghost position now. Oh no! Oh no! Crypto is kicking himself for that one. He is kicking himself for that one. And yeah, honestly, I was going to say that you need to take a timeout. You can kind of tell that the team, they're kind of cooking, but maybe overcooking their brains, some of their plays.
The Lamau in chat.
The Lamau and chat. That, yeah. If I'm in crypto, I mean, I've been in that position so many times. You know, like I play Omen on this map. You're the IGL. You're maybe not doing as hot as you'd like. You do a whiff like that. It's tough on the mental. It really is. And it's those moments that are really going to test your mettle as a player. The ability to kind of be, all right, you know, it's all good. I'm still bringing value to my team. I need to use my Yuta well. All good. I remember seeing a quote by another professional player. I think it was a CS player. I believe it was Grim.
There.
Where he's like, even if I'm doing bad, I just have to fully convince myself and believe that this next round I'm going to bring full value to my team. And that's how I make sure I never tilt out of control. I never mentally check out of a game. It's because I convince myself and I fully believe that this next round, no matter what I do, I'm going to be the linchpin that enables my team to win, whether it be through util or frags.
I like that mentality. I
Yeah.
like the mentality a lot.
Yeah. So hopefully Crypto exercising some of that. As he calls, or probably Gino calls for a strong A push. We see all 5 players here. So looking probably do something a little bit faster. Might catch Suj Bubby. I'm just not going to master that name before the end of the series, but are doing something. Are trying to cook. On the peak. Testing the 180 ability of Suj Bubby, and Crypto trying to capitalize on some of the pressure, some of the presence, but getting put down by Cowgoat. This nade plus Molly combo. That is the Ghost not able to get one. Whiffs galore. All of a sudden, UH in the disadvantage.
Finished.
Could he able to get one? They're on the Viper's Pit.
One
Are they
enemy
aware? Are
remaining.
they aware of the lurking in? Could he? Good for one. They are together. Be aware of the other player's presence. Dev has not seen Messi yet, though. Messi
He's
not
trying to knife again.
sure what he was doing. I think he was trying to run away. Just figuring there wasn't any time, but you know, maybe give me a little bit of anxiety. Again, and I feel like it's the main theme. I just feel like some of these timings from the UH players are just not aware. There be pushes that are possible. I feel like there's a, respectfully, smile, a lack of awareness coming in from some of the UH players that you see, like Cal Blue or something's capitalizing on.
This goes here.
Yeah,
This is
definitely.
yeah. I mean, I don't think Cal Blue like has a like they're calming like these guys don't have good awareness. They lost, but you know it's not something that can be necessarily ignored either. There's going to be an evened up scoreline for UH, 10 apiece.
Spike carriers down.
Spike
Not
down
even
mid.
in the round as takes down Kudi. See Mamba holding the smoke. Seeing if anyone kind of gets antsy, but this position gives me a little nervous.
Oh.
Good timing coming in from on the peak. We have good. SJ Bubby thinking about it. SJ Bubby thinking about it. On the good for the frag. They made a step, so they know he's close. They're gonna do anything about it though. No. On the peak, gonna get the killing. Cow goat. Oh my goodness. This timing from Mexican Mamba is everything. This timing from Mexican Mamba is everything. Crypto might get caught out here. And Crypto he's gonna get caught out here.
Oh,
Crypto
no.
getting caught out here. That's the bomb.
Spike down B.
He's gonna get traded, but prevailed. Showstopper not
30
connecting.
seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Was able to get the frag, and now put Troy in a 1v2.
Last player standing.
Let's have some Yuto to play with. Only 15 seconds. Gonna swing out. Goes!
No!
Gonna connect the headshot onto Troy. Put 11 on the round for UHE. I'm not gonna lie. I had a little heart attack. I thought
I was a little
maybe
worried.
Ghost was gonna like have to fake it or something. But that was nerve-wracking. Maybe kind of a little hopeful peak from Onda. I mean, you should be calming like, hey, I'm low, like, but I don't see him out. He could be watching your swing, which is exactly what he was doing, but Onda decides to peek anyway. I don't know if that was a miscomm or maybe a misjudgment from the duelist on the attacking side, but no matter. The round is won. GG go next. Messi able to get the frag on Cal Goat. Goat had a chance to line them up, but not able to connect onto anything. One player on site, Troy, in the elbow. Let's see what he can get. Trying to get out.
Oh.
Still in the elbow position. All these defenders are so close. And Crypto is going to need godlike timing. Not able to get a single one, though. Ghost. Kudi. It's up to them. Only up to Kudi now. Flash is good, but not good enough. Troy able to stay alive on the site with a 4K. Such Bubby augmenting that with one of his own, fully blind. That's just unfortunate. I mean, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it seemed like the big word there is awareness.
Yeah.
It just seems like sometimes they lose track in these more chaotic rounds. They lose track of some of these players. I don't know if it's like miscomms or something, because usually if a player's in, a player in the back will still be looking at the kill feed, looking at the minimap, be like, this guy's still inside somewhere, right? Maybe that's not necessarily coming in, or maybe it is just coming in a little too late. Either way, that's gonna put UHE on an eco with the tied scoreline 11-11 again. Map 3 for series.
Scout destroyed.
Getting down to the wire, Marissa.
It is a little down to the wire.
Oh, we see on the go in. I think he hit a headshot jumping. I think Honda hit a headshot jumping, but you know what's better than a jumping sheriff, Marissa? Jumping judge. A jumping judge. That judge is coming after Ghost, but not to be.
Spike down A.
A little more hopeful, but Troy's gonna collect the frag onto Kudi. Now all of a sudden, Crypto. No bullets, light armor, a dream, Dev on his back.
25 bullets total.
Well done.
One smoke. This is the time where his team needs him. And
30 seconds
I mean,
left.
this is just so tough. I think he could still be hugging that flower pot if he really wanted to. So a really good opportunity to trade from Troy. They are just not giving him anything. That one kill. He has to stick it. Doesn't realize that there might be a second player on site. Cal Go gonna put him down, and that is map series point for Cal Blue. It has gone the full distance on this last map, Marissa.
It really has.
This goes here.
getting tough. It's getting tough, and the last strat of choice seems to be a full A push with 3 defenders here to hold down the site and a judge. Oh no, not a judge, almost a judge. Mixing Mamba. I seen it. I seen the vision. Good need to deny some presence. We know that Sky is on site. Can we do anything about it though? No, we can have 2 die. 3 die! Troy,
Oh,
good
no.
for 3. All of a sudden, we are put in a 4v3 situation. Troy almost good for the ace. And now Cudi, the impossible task. Is he gonna be able to connect the frag?
1 enemy remaining.
1 more left!
Hawk out.
Cudi could do it.
Blinded.
He knows where the last player is.
Oh.
Not able to connect.
Defenders win.
Ev
Nice.
able to close down this series. That is going to
Ow.
be 2-1 in favor of Cal Blue. What a heartbreaking way to do it, right, Marissa? I mean, those
That
are the
was-
matches. What a heartbreaking way, right? It's so close, but it came down to the small details. I mean, again, Cal Blue looks so dominant that map 1. UHE some sparks of life in map 2, but nothing super convincing. And oh, that last map is, I mean, those are the ones that really stay with you, right? Because, like, if you just get
Yeah.
absolutely demolished, you're like, all right, look, you can't do much about it. But if it's a 13-11, you start getting haunted, right? You start being like,
Yeah.
round
That
17,
was
bro.
so
Like,
winnable. Like,
if I peek different, if I like looked here, if I pre-aimed, like I knew he was there, like that stuff stays with you for at least a week. Or you think about it till the next match, right? Like, heck, even your next match, you might get flashbacks. Like, I'm peeking it this way all of a sudden, right? So really unfortunate stuff, but Cal Blue does come out on top. That is the last match, at least for us, of the CVAL winter. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, Marissa, you know, what do you think from both teams? What are your final thoughts, closing thoughts from both teams or about both teams as we close it?
I mean, Cal Blue they just did better. Like, they
yeah.
were more aware. It just seemed like they had more practice. Like, they were more together. I mean, UHE, you know, my eco demons, but only so much you can do with a sheriff and a dream.
Yeah, that's true. They did exceed your expectations. Though. They got half of the pistol rounds went their way. I think maybe. I can't quite remember. It was 2 out of 6 or 3 out of 6. But regardless, that's going to finish our CVAL winter season. Thank you so much for joining us on this stream. Again, we ended up Cal Blue winning 2-1 in the order Ascent, Bind, Split. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you folks next time.